Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Sorry it's been a while since I've been on to do a chat or any kind of video really. I know I put one up the other day of Ruby because I just had to share her being an absolute classic with how she eats. She actually barks at that bottle that I give her food in, which is just a nice tea bottle. She barks at it when she's eating. It's like she's talking to the bottle telling me, give me my food. The reason I give her the food in the bottle is because the Lost Dogs home where we got her from suggested that instead of just giving her a bowl of food, make her work for her food, which cuts boredom, and because she's a working dog in the sense of her breed, both Huskies and Labradors are working dogs, so they need mental stimulation. I also give it to her because it takes her a good half hour to eat. I think I give her about 2 cups of dry food morning and night. It takes her nearly half an hour to 45 minutes to eat what I put in her bottle. I put it in her bowl and it's gone within 2 minutes. So it makes her slow down and realise she's eating as well. So there's a bit about Ruby. He didn't like the hot weather. It got quite warm here on Tuesday. I can't remember what the temperature got to during the day. I think it was high 30s. But the night, it didn't get below 24 degrees or something overnight on Tuesday night. So I think it was like 4 o'clock in the morning by the time I went to sleep. And then yesterday, yesterday wasn't quite as warm. It was still probably about 32. Now I'm talking in Celsius. Don't know what it is in Fahrenheit, so don't ask. But yesterday was so sticky. The humidity was pretty bad. But in saying that, today was only low mid 20s, like 22, 23. But the humidity was sitting at 85%. So it's still not a nice weather day. If you can hear a funny noise in the background, I've got my cooler. I think I've explained it before. It's the ducted cooling, evaporative cooling, but I've only got it on fan, but I've got this window behind me open because it's hot. So you can hear, and the box for the air conditioning is right above this room. You'll also probably hear cars driving past. You might even hear cars still doing burnouts and stuff. They like to do that along this street, especially when it rains. It's rained here all day today. Now, I haven't been on, as I said earlier, because I haven't been doing the best this week. And I didn't want to take you all down. Like, you're going to get sick of hearing my issues. So I've been wanting to do a video, but I needed to be in a better headspace than where I was. Nothing drastic or anything like that. I just haven't been in a good headspace. Just really low, like rock bottom. There's a few reasons why. I'm not going to go into them. It's really a lot, like some of them are just rehashing of what I talked about last week. The loneliness, the this, the that, the other, only because of other things that are going, like it's like a tumbleweed that picks up all this stuff and gets so big that it hits a wall and explodes. I think that's what I was like on yesterday morning. I hit a wall. I exploded. I yelled. I screamed. My son happened to be the one that copped it because he just happened to be the one that pushed it over the edge. But I've pulled it back together now. Oh, look, you wouldn't have known. If I didn't say that how I was feeling, you wouldn't have known if you saw me down the street or anything like that. It was just more, I don't think I wanted to talk to anyone. I went back into my little hole where talk to nobody, mope, give up on everything, and just didn't want to do anything. That's what my depression gets like at times. I know it. I know I've got to pull myself out of it. Sometimes it doesn't take that long to pull myself out. Other times it takes a little bit longer. This time it was like Tuesday night, yesterday morning. So the heat probably didn't help. Lack of sleep. Yeah. I will say one thing though. Tuesday night, I joined an online dating site. What an experience. It's not the first time I've joined. The first time I joined was probably 3 years ago, and it'll be 3 years in January, and I met a guy, and his wife walked out on him the day that my ex walked out on me. We both were suffering depression, but he acted like a sook and took it way beyond anything. I have compassion, and I definitely have compassion for people dealing with depression, but he didn't want help. In the end, I found out he was what do they call it? Closet alcoholic, cup of drinker. He used to tell me he was drinking lemon cordial, but it was vodka with a dash of lemon cordial in it. So he was an alcoholic, basically, and he wouldn't admit that. Oh, he admitted it to me. I got him help. I put him before everybody again, including myself. And then I said something he didn't like. I told him he had to admit to what I said to him was, you have to admit to your issues, grow up, and get help. And that was the day he turned around to me and said that I'd never change and that I was pathetic. Walked out of my house, never saw him again. Do you think I minded? No. So anyway, that was my first experience with online dating. And after I'd met him, I closed my online dating account down. Look, we weren't a couple or anything. We just spent time together. That's what made what I did for him worse. I did so much for him, and he did nothing but use me. But at the time, that's where I was. I was weak and vulnerable in that sense, emotionally wanting to be loved. But he didn't close his account down. He was still using his account at the beginning of this year when he met his new love of his life. Anyway, I have joined probably 2 or 3 other times and haven't lasted more than an hour because the creeps, the absolute creeps. And I joined Tuesday night about this time. It's now Thursday, and I am so close to getting rid of it again. I was talking to one guy, seemed very nice, but I'm sitting there thinking, are you for real? Do you really want to talk to me? Because his main question to me was, do I work? And I think that is a big issue that I'm going to find is because I don't work, people tend to think that you're going to leech onto a man and want a man to give you everything. I never want to have to rely on a man again, ever. I don't mind sharing the costs, being spoiled, whatever, but I never want to be fully reliant, and my financial stability and mental stability to be based on a man providing it. Not ever going there again. So I don't know. I've had a lot of people, but a lot of them because it's the free one, because I can't go on. I can pay to go on others, and I would, but because I'm separated, because I'm not divorced, apparently, I'm not allowed to meet anybody else. I'm not divorced yet because I'm not ready for it. He's not pushing it. I'm not ready to travel that yet. I'm waiting till Corey turns 16, because then the visitation and that won't be forced upon him. So, because Corey will not spend time with his father, and at the moment, if you divorce, from what I've heard, if you divorce here in Australia and you've got kids, you have to go to mediation. I don't need to mediate with this man. I've done nothing but speak to this man since he left. I've tried to tell him, he disappoints the kids all the time, rah, 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 rah. Not going there. So, yeah. But these guys, it's the amount of married men on there to start with really gets to me. My wife doesn't make me happy, so I'm looking elsewhere, but I'm not going to give up my wife. For goodness sake, if you're not happy in your relationship, man or woman, if you're not happy, leave. Then find someone else. I don't give a rat's behind if for cultural, religious, or whatever, you're not meant to divorce. I don't give a rat's behind. We're in today's society. We're in 2017. If you're not happy in a relationship, leave. I made that mistake. I wasn't happy for the last 3 or 4 years because I knew he was cheating. I knew. Not with the one he left with, but I knew there was other stuff happening. But he'd got it so that I was so isolated. I had no financial stability. And I'd invested so much into him that it was like, if I give him up, I'm going to lose everything. Where now, in hindsight, if I had given him up, I'd be so much further ahead and I never would have to go through the trauma I did. So, yeah, these guys that are on these online dating sites and they're married, I'm sorry, wrong. So they don't even get a look at. You see married, cross. The other thing is, what does an 18-year-old, 19-year-old, 20-year-old, I'm sorry, even a 30-year-old want to be looking at a nearly 42-year-old woman? No. I'm sorry, there was a few 18-year-olds and I'm thinking, that'd be like talking to my son. No. So I actually put my age range between, I think I put 38 and 50. And even 50's getting up there, where there was a couple of guys that, because I left it open, that they could still like my page and they could see me or whatever you call it, even if they didn't meet my set criteria. And all my set criteria was English speaking, non-transgender, so it has to be a real man, and the age, 38 to 50. Well, one guy sounds absolutely fantastic on his bio, but he's 51. And when I looked at his photo, it's like, I know you're only 9 years older than me, but you're only 15 years younger than my dad. And he looked older than my dad. So it was like looking at my dad. So I couldn't go there either. I don't know. Am I too fussy for just talking? I don't know. And then all the ones that just want to have one night stands or friends with benefits. Hello, it's an online dating site, not an online hookup. Really. And then, of course, you've got your ones that want to get with you so that they can get citizenship. I don't know. So I'm really thinking of deleting the account. It's not. Maybe I'm not ready. Or maybe I'm old-fashioned and would like to meet someone in real life and get that vibe. that you cannot get through a screen. Don't know. Don't know. So yeah, that's what I've been occupying my time with. But you know, there are some real weird people out there. Scary, actually. So I don't know. That was my experience with online dating. Hasn't changed since the last time I tried it. I've given it a longer go. As I said, last time I lasted an hour or two. This time I've lasted 2 days. But, yeah, I know I'm going to have a lot of issues trusting people again. I do know that I'm going to struggle with the trust. But I think maybe that's why I need to meet someone bumping into them, meeting them out somewhere, because on the other side of a computer screen, you don't know. You don't know who you're talking to. This guy that I was talking to the other night, he could be everything he says. But he could be everything he says except for single. He could still be living with his wife. Because that's what my ex did to me. He was on the online dating sites, and he said that he was single or separated, and that we only lived in the house together for the kids. So I found this all out afterwards. Not a lot's been happening, and as I said, the weather's been really hot. We've got today, which was 22 or something, 23. Tomorrow's similar to today. Hopefully it doesn't rain because we've got cricket. But cricket, this week they're playing this week and next week are away games, which means, it sounds silly, but it's 2 minutes up the road where he's playing the next 2 weeks. Because they're playing Taylor's Hill, which is the next suburb over. Sorry, I'm picking up got my, what do you call it? Cutting knife, scraping the glue off my cutting mat. Not sure. There's not much else going on. Nearly finished all my challenge entries that I was meant to post Tuesday. You'll get to know me, and you'll get to know that I leave things to the last minute, and I have good intentions, but not always organised. I've got a couple of little things to make for 2 of them. Two are packaged, enveloped and packaged up. And I have got to start one still, but I've got part of it. I've just got to put it together. So yeah. I am trying. I am really, really trying hard to get them done and get them out. And some of them now I'm just looking at, well, if they don't get there in time, then I'm not joining the challenge. As I've said, I'm not joining the challenges for the prizes. I'm joining them because I want to send you guys something. So I'm going to post them hopefully next week. At least next week, get Debbie Vignola's, Gaynors, Deb Hendrick, and Sam. All I can remember is Sam UK, but I know that there's Sam something UK. I'm going to get those out. And then I've only got Christine's to get out the following week. So that's what my plans are. I've tried to keep 3 of these ones that I've got to send out next week. I've tried to keep them flat so they're envelopes, because I don't get paid for another 2 weeks. I got paid 2 days ago. It's gone already. So if I can save, that's $30 I can save. Like, I can send 4 for the price of 3. If I can do that, good. So yeah, not much has been. I haven't felt like crafting. I haven't really done anything. Just been flat. If I could, I said to, I had my psychologist yesterday, and I said to her, every couple of months it happens that I go through this, can't sit still. It's a way to describe. I can't sit still. I'm on edge. And all I want to do is pack up and go bush. Start again. Sell everything. Start over. No, it's not going to happen. No, I can't do that. I couldn't do that to my kids, my parents. I wouldn't pull my kids out of school or, you know, take them away from their friends and that. So no, I wouldn't do it. But I've really... I think the last time I felt like this, really like this, was probably February this year. I get bored. It's like I know. When you're bored, what do you should do? Craft. But my brain is bored. So I'm really, really, really thinking hard about doing some online study next year to prepare myself for a job for when Corey goes back to school, which will hopefully be the year after. I need to study. I need something to stimulate the grey matter. It's pretty boring up there at the moment. So yeah, nothing else. As I said, just drifting through, trying just to get through each day. And yeah. Oh, we did use the pool on Tuesday. That's how hot it was. Corey got in for the first time in 2 years. And it was actually fantastic. The kids and I had such a laugh. Because the three of us were in together and Ruby was up there. Well, Ruby hates water. By the end of it, we'd splashed her that much that she nearly got in. I'm encouraging it. I'm not encouraging it, but I'm not discouraging her getting in because it's so hot. We've got hot weather. We've got today and tomorrow, as I said, cool. Then we're back up for a week of mid to high 20s, low 30s. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm going to actually clean my house tomorrow. Now, I've been saying that for weeks, but I actually am going to get up and I am going to clean this house from front to back. Vacuum, dust, scrub the showers with the bleach and, you know, do all those lovely things. Because it's going to get hot and I'm not going to want to do it in the hot weather. So I'm actually going to go to bed soon. Eyes are starting to hang out of my head. So I'll look at it. If I go to bed earlier, I won't be so tired tomorrow. Not much else happening. Challenge is finishing. My challenge closes next Thursday. If you have sent an entry and you see I haven't got it by next Thursday, let me know and I'll wait for it to arrive. Or if you give me the tracking number, whatever, I can see where it is and go from there, because I'd hate for anyone to miss out. I'll be drawing it. If there's no parcels expected in, I'll be drawing it on Sunday the 26th and getting the prizes posted out that week so they reach you before Christmas, and hopefully they don't get caught up in the Christmas mail. I'm sorry this challenge has dragged on, but it has allowed a few more people to enter, which I'm grateful for. Not much else going on. I'm thinking I might go have something to eat. I'm hungry. We had a really late lunch, like 4:30. So at dinner time, we weren't hungry, and I'm like, well, I ain't cooking if we're not hungry. I'm not going to bother. Why bother? It'll get thrown out. So I didn't cook. Now, I'm hungry. So I might just go have some toast. Oh, sorry, itchy eye. Yeah, might have some toast. Although I probably won't have anything. I'll say that. And then I won't have it. Because I'm so tired and that takes energy. I might have an icy pole instead. Don't know. I'll find something. I might say those words. Because I'm just really, there's not much else. I wanted to tell you about the online dating. Really, as I said. Really, is there no normal people in this world anymore? Like men? Are they all weirdos? Are all the good ones taken? I don't know. So yeah, I wanted to tell you about that. I wanted to apologise for being absent for the past few days. But yeah, no, been a bit flat. Just not in the mood to craft. I've came in here the other night, sat down. I did glue something. I did something. I don't know. It was so minor. I can't even remember what it was now. But I did cut a piece of paper, or I did something, but it was nothing, if that makes sense. Like, I might as well not have come in. Oh, I know what it was. I packaged up the tags for Gainer's tag challenge, and I did something else. I did one other thing. Isn't that good? I can't even remember now what it was. But I just haven't felt like crafting. I haven't felt like doing anything. So, yeah. That's what I've been missing. I haven't had the desire to come in and sit down. It probably doesn't help that in this room it gets really, really hot. I need to open the, what do you call it? The aircon vents. I need to change them around and open them, because this room, up until, this is the first summer that this room's going to have been used. Oh, and I wanted to explain that video of Ruby. That's all. That's really all. I will be back. I have, if I can find my book, I have created myself a list of things to do. It has my challenges, my videos I want to make. So I actually can cross some stuff off. Because before this goes up, the VRs for Deb Hendrick, Debbie Vignola and Christine Harris will be up. I do, as I said, can't remember the bit in the middle, but Sam's something UK, I've got to still do her VR, but I need to look back on what I am meant to do. I'm going to do a challenge, my challenge prize update, and give you the people that I've got that I've entered so far, give you your points. I've done my last challenge entry. I'm now working on my chit-chat video. All these are getting crossed off. I am going to do over the weekend two how-to videos, and that will be for, sorry, excuse the arm. It's going to be, of course I messed up. It's going to be how I made these. Or how I make them, how I did that, and my ribbon angels, my wire edged ribbon angels. I'm still working on my swap. I actually have started to package it, but I've got 2 more to do. I've done that. And then I've got a list of the challenges, which include 2 that aren't till January. But I'm not going to leave them to January. I'm going to do them before then. So that's what I've done. I've made myself a list. And then if anything else needs to be added, I will turn the page and write a separate list and get through this list before I start my next list. Because I have lists everywhere, but yeah. Half the time I can't find them. So I'm working off this list so that I know exactly what I need to do and get it done. See, I haven't really been doing much shopping. That's why I've had no haul videos. I've been to the reject shop, and that's basically it. And most of that is the second prize for my challenge. So you'll see what I got the other day. The only other thing they've got a couple of other things which you don't want to see. One is a metal pooper scooper, you know, long handle thing, and you scoop your poop in, because Ruby ate the plastic one. A bowl for her, giant big bowl for her water, because I got sick of filling the little one 5-6 times a day. And Corey got a hat. Corey didn't actually get the hat. Corey got the hat for the cat. It's shaped like a cone, it's cone shaped, but it's a Christmas hat, Santa hat for the cat. He was walking around the shopping centre with it on his head. Weird kid. Oh, and I bought cappuccino sticks because they had a box of 30 Nescafe cappuccino sticks for $12. So, you know, that's not really stuff you want to see. Or if you do, let me know and I'll show you, but pretty boring stuff. Did pick up a bit of stuff in Aldi. No, he's around. But I can't show you because it's Christmas stuff for a certain child and he watches my videos. So I did get some stuff, but I've got to be careful because he does watch my videos and I know he watches my videos, so I can't really say what I got from Aldi except it's artsy. Did get my wrapping paper from Aldi. What else did I get from Aldi? I got my plum puddings because I make, for Christmas I make mini plum puddings covered in white chocolate and stuff. So I got that because my dad asked me to make those for him. And last year I waited until the week of Christmas to buy my plum puddings, and all the plum puddings were gone. I had to get ones that weren't that crash hot. I bought some candy canes. And even I got these. I picked these up, and these are going in the prize. These were only $1.99, so $2 for gel pens. So I grabbed 2 packets, and I just thought for $2, I can't go wrong. So I think that's the only 2 places I went this week. And the only reason I got the stuff from Aldi was because I was buying groceries, and I love, you look at all the groceries, but my favourite bit of Aldi is those middle lanes where all the good stuff is. I always have to put stuff back because it's like, no, you don't need that. You don't need that. You don't need that. Do you really need that? And I love the reject shop. Oh, I did go yesterday. I did go into the Salvos down in Coburg when I went to my appointment. And I did get a couple of doilies. I can't even remember why I bought them. I don't know. I think I was just in the mood to buy something. I refused to buy the ones for $3.25. They just weren't worth it. I could go and buy a brand new one for that price. But I got all their ones that were 75 cents or $1.25. They're in the other room, otherwise I'd show you. And I think that's... Oh, and I bought some little sterling silver cake forks. There's a set of 6 and they were only $3.25. So I think I'm going to polish them up and make them look pretty. And that's all. And I'm on a tin, little, you know, round tin with a lid for 75 cents. It's got pretty cats on it. I didn't buy much because I didn't have a lot of money to spend, but I needed to shop. When I get in a down or one of these moods that I've been in the past, shopping cures everything. But anyway, I will be back over the next few days with quite a few videos. There'll be, I think, 3 or 4 up before this one tonight. I'm making up for lost time. I didn't come and see you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. 3 days I didn't come and see you. And even though I put Ruby up on Tuesday, I was still going to come and Monday I'll put Ruby up. Whatever day I'll put them. I was still going to come and do a chit chat, but yeah, no, didn't happen. So anyway, I really am going to say those words. But before I say them, I'm going to have a sip of my coffee. I've been sitting here holding it and it's gone cold. Icy cold. I'm going to say those words. And I hope you know I mean them. I hope you're healthy, happy, and having fun. And I'll see you soon. Bye for now.